Let me ask you guys a question. Have either you been on the financial side of arranging a funeral? Funerals usually cost about $14,000. What most families don't realize is insurance companies aren't handling the cost of funerals the way they used to. The way it used to work is, Nicole, if something would happen to Matt, you take the policy, $50,000 policy, hand it to the funeral director, and they'll hold it as collateral until the insurance check shows up. It doesn't work like that anymore. Insurance companies used to have up to 24 days to pay on a policy. They now have up to 60 days to pay on a policy. Why is that? Interest, exactly. Millions and millions of dollars are made off the interest. There's another thing going on. That's why so many families are burdened with out of pocket costs come funeral time. There's another thing going on. There are two companies, US and Canada, going around buying all the cemeteries and funeral homes. Their goal is to become the Walmart of the funeral industry. The only reason I'm telling you this is their corporate policy is they want 50% of all costs up front. Now, I don't know you guys' current financial situation, but most families I sit down with don't have $7,000 lying around for a funeral. And the ones that do, they want to hold on to that money because there's so many bills that come in afterwards. And that's why we came up with this. This is called the Freedom of Choice Funeral Certificate. The way it works is, Nicole, if something were to happen to Matt, doesn't matter where, what, why, could be could be tomorrow, God forbid, could be 50 years from now, could be cancer, disease, or anything we're doing, it doesn't matter. You will take this certificate, you take this to any funeral home in the United States, hand it to the funeral director, and they'll accept it. In fact, they'll love it because it's backed by big, powerful unions and they know they're going to get paid. So let's say you want a traditional funeral, like you said earlier, flowers, casket, funeral, graveside. You would take you would take the certificate, you would hand it, you flip it over, you fill in the amount, you fill in the arrangements, you sign as a beneficiary, and everything is taken care of. There's no cost whatsoever out of pocket as long as you keep it at this number. As long as you keep Matt, as long as you keep Nicole's number at this number, there's absolutely no cost. That's a very important number. The funeral director, when you leave the funeral home, is gonna call this number, our corporate office. He's gonna ask two questions. First, are you enrolled in the program? When I leave here today, you've been enrolled in the problem. That's not in the program. That's not a problem. Second, he's going to ask how much you have to work with. If I told him your funeral costs $37,000, what do you think funeral is going to magically cost? Exactly. Shouldn't work that way. We don't allow it to work that way. What we'll do is we will never reveal this number, and you never reveal this number. What we'll simply do is we'll simply pay them, and then we'll cut you the check. We'll cut you the check for the difference, Nicole. It's the cleanest, easiest, more compassionate way to take care of something that's going to happen to all of us. This is like this is like this is like a precursor. This is like a prearrangement. Are you familiar with prearrangements? They're great in concept. The way it works, everything is paid for prior to death. This is the exact same thing, but permanent and portable. Prearrangements can cost up to $100 a month, and it only has what you're paid into it. This is it only has what you're paid into it. So freedom of choice certificate is the best thing. Now, does that make sense? You see why that makes sense to you guys? How important is that to you? Why is it so important to you, man? It's clean and easy. Does that make sense to the both of you?